Hi, everyone. The topic of this discussion is to make sure that we pull up the correct Hunger Network pantry when doing a pantry search in Cuyahoga County. But first, I'll give you a little background information on the Hunger Network and what it is. The Hunger Network coordinates, supports, and stocks about 30 pantries across Cuyahoga County. Now, these pantries are pretty popular due to their consistent schedules and service. And you're going to find that these are uh, sought out quite often. Now, each of these pantries have been assigned territories based on a combination of factors such as population density, poverty data, geographic barriers like highways, impassable train tracks, and even feedback from the pantries themselves. So what's happened is each pantry has been assigned some specific street addresses for the areas that they serve. Each of them have boundaries. Now, in the city of Cleveland, this can be really problematic for our screening purposes since these addresses, the address assignments don't really align with like zip codes or other like normally recognized boundaries. Um, so we actually have to look these up based on the caller's address just to make sure we refer them to the correct location. Not too long ago, we actually had to look up those addresses. The caller would call in, we'd ask for their address. We'd have to look up their address in a thick photocopied document with tiny print just to find out which one they go to. And as you can see here, there's about 33 pantries. Each of them are given a number, which corresponds to the boundary that they've been assigned. So currently right now we have that book I mentioned a little bit ago. That is now a PDF document. It's on your desktop. You can check that out if you want to. This is what I'm looking at right now. But you won't really be needing it. We keep it just in case like refer goes down, and if that happens, everyone will know that we have to kind of rely on the PDF document. But just to give you an idea, here's all the pantries involved, and here is what we used to have to use to look up each one. Like, see, Alice Avenue, do they have a street number between this range? It goes to number 13. You put 13 in and pull up that pantry for them. But luckily, we don't have to do it. I'm going to show you how we do it now because we've integrated this process into Refer. So let me just get my Refer over here, and I will show you how to do that. All right. So we'll do hit the CUI access site, and let's say we have a caller, and they're in zip code 44115. That's in Cleveland. They don't really screen by age or gender, but we'll just put this in for fun. All right. And now what we want to do here is we'll go to our people section right here, number 2. So click on that. And let's say their address is 1331. Type that number in. You tab over here, and let's say they live at 1331 Euclid Avenue. So we'll start typing in Euclid Avenue. What you want to do, it has all these addresses in a table that this draws from. So you want to select something from the drop-down menu here because that's going to be in the proper format that it'll pull from. So you may encounter problems when you try to just type out the address yourself. It's best to select the suggested street name from the drop-down. But after that, we're done. So you get that in there. Go back to your search page, and you already would have set this for a day filter if you felt so inclined. Um, and go ahead and look it up like you would any taxonomy search. Put in your pantries and pull that up. Put that there. Do your search. And if you notice, it might not even be in your top suggested, your top choices here, because we want you to be able to shop around. Here is one pantry here, but if you scroll down, you're going to see the one that is for Hunger Network. And this caller would go to Lane Metropolitan Church, which we have here with, you see that little code? That's like, the HC stands for Hunger Center. So there you go. Just click on that, and all that information is there for them. Got some old information here. And I also want to tip you off to something. A lot of these pantries have backup pantries. So it's always good to take a peek at the hours of service, obviously, and tell them when that is, because these are walk-in pantries. We have a lot of different documents for these. And also let you know, you might actually get some folks who may have been told that may have some difficulties at the pantry. If that is the case, people can call this number here for boundary issues or problems. It goes to the front office at the Hunger Network. You only need to give that out if there's some discrepancy as to what we're saying and what the caller tells us, or issues like that. Now, most of these pantries are going to serve somebody once, the first time, even if they're from outside of their territory, and they should guide these people to the correct pantry when they come in, so the next time they'll know to go to that one. Also, you may find that an address doesn't work, and if you put an address in and it does not come up, chances are it might be a new address. I mean, this is all based on census data from 2015, so things change. If that is the case, be sure to send a transmittal, so that way we can look into it and try to make sure we get those addresses added to the database that we cull this information from. So in short, that is how to look up a Hunger Network pantry. And like I said, it won't just only bring up that pantry. It just is a tool to help screen out and make sure the one that comes up is the correct one for your caller. And thank you very much.